Hey guys, we're back with another video here with electric cuts, and I just wanted to give you an update on my experience with cross blading my Eagle lawnmower. So this one here, this one's the 21-inch self-propelled model, and the one behind me here, this one's the 20-inch self-propelled model. So I've cross bladed both of them. It's really simple. You basically put in the first blade, which is this one. I decided to put this one as the first blade with the washer, and then you put the second blade on top of the washer and then screw in the bolt, and you tighten that as well as you can, preferably with an impact driver so that it doesn't back out. And so what I've experienced is that this blade is cutting a little bit taller, cutting the grass a little bit taller, and this one's cutting it a little bit shorter. So ultimately you get a shorter cut. It's not much. It's probably, I'd say, about a 1/4 inch shorter, maybe even a 1/2 inch shorter. You do get a little bit more lift, obviously, because this blade is creating lift and this one is creating lift as well, even though this type of blade doesn't create as much lift as this one, which is the high lift blade. Ideally you would want 2 high lift blades to create higher lift, and use the side chute or the bagger, and you'd get better bagging. And also for mulching, you'd get better mulching because this one is cutting at a higher level and this one's cutting at a shorter level. So it's basically like a Honda blade, except that, you know, whichever one hits the grass first is the one that's cutting first. But when the grass clippings recirculate inside the deck, it's getting 4 cutting surfaces instead of just 2. So I have experienced on the 21-inch, I've experienced a little bit more lift, even though these aren't high lift blades. But I think the reason that I'm experiencing more lift on these, on the 20-inch, right? I hope I said that right the first time. The reason I'm experiencing higher lift on the 20-inch is because the motor appears to pick up a heavier load, and therefore it starts to spin the blades faster. The motor starts to spin faster. I'm guessing the reason is because this is a lower wattage motor than that one. I believe that one is a 1,000-watt motor, and this one is a 600-watt motor, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm guessing that the smaller motor tends to struggle a little bit more with the heavier load, and that's why it the computer or the chip that controls the speed recognizes it as a heavier load, as if you're hitting heavier grass, and it picks up the speed of the blades. So really cool thing that I've experienced with this. With the 20-inch, it creates higher lift, it does higher speed on the motor, and to me it appears to be cutting better and mulching better and side discharging better. I haven't tried the bag, but I imagine it would be bagging better as well because of the higher lift. You just got to make sure you keep your bag clean so that you can have or the bag can be able to breathe so that it can throw the clippings in. Because if you have a clogged bag, it's going to have trouble shooting the grass clippings into the bag. Now back to the 21-inch, the self-propelled. I believe on the 21-inch self-propelled, the motor is upgraded. On the 21-inch non-self-propelled, it might have the same motor as this one, I'm not sure. So if you cross blade on the 21-inch push mower that's non-self-propelled, you might experience a higher or a faster blade speed. You might experience the motor speeding up a little bit more, maybe because the motor is smaller and it's going to recognize it as a heavier load, just like the 20-inch does. But on this one, the 21-inch self-propelled, I've experienced that this mower, even though it's cross blading, maybe if I were to put 2 high lift blades, maybe I would experience higher blade speed. But with this setup that I have right now, I'm not experiencing faster blade speed, or I'm not experiencing the motor speeding up. So just a little overview of what I've experienced with cross blading. I'm sure this brings down the runtime a little bit, but hey, if you're getting a better cut, you're getting better mulching, better side discharge, better bagging, I think it's worth cross blading. Now, do this at your own risk. I recommend, if you are going to do this, to buy an additional washer that's going to go inside of this circle, or inside of the opening here, so that you can center it with the bolt. So there we have it, guys. Both Eagle mowers, the 21-inch self-propelled and the 20-inch non-self-propelled. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down on the comments. Make sure to share this video. Like I said, comment down below and subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing a lot more cool videos like these. And so stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.